Hey beauty baes, hey girl, hey. Welcome to a new episode of me becoming a full-time influencer. Okay, and we on a mission over here. Y'all know it's a new week, new goals, and new opportunities, right? So I am sitting here, all relaxed, and y'all look, I got on my cotton pajamas because I just wanted to be comfortable today. I did not want to leave the house, not gonna leave the house. Order some food from Uber Eats, from Hooters. That's why I was wrong. Disgusting, it was disgusting. It wasn't even Uber, I don't know who. Can't say it was Uber fault because I'm not far from Hooters, but my food was just cold. It was cold, it was disgusting. And I ain't had Hooters in I don't know how long, and I won't be having it. I don't have to have it. But shout out to Uber, they got me together with that. But I'm sitting here, I was sitting here thinking about Friday, just sitting here thinking about my week, where I'm going, the season I'm in, and I was just thinking about how I just really how I enjoyed being in the room with my peers and other content creators, and meeting content creators that like have surpassed the goals I'm trying to get to, and how friendly and nice they were, but also just everybody had their shit. They had their cameras, they had their tripods, and it's crazy because right before I walked out the door when my ride got here, I was like, I'm not taking this big ass tripod, and I regretted it. I was like, I should have brought my tripod because you want to sit your camera down and just film, you know, just everything. And I was able to sit it on the bar, but like to sit it and get full and stuff, and you could sit it anywhere. So I did have some like, oh, I should have brought my tripod. But I just really enjoyed seeing like all the gadgets. Baby, the people, you know how I like be like, I'm about this. The people had their shit. One girl had a 16mm Sigma lens on her camera. I was like, I refused to tote that big old ass camera, that lens around that big old ass lens on my camera. It was just some stuff I just like try to avoid. And people that are really being successful, they're doing it. I don't know if that made sense. Like, it was like, I didn't want to, but the lens I have here, this lens, I like my Samyang lens. I like it. But it just put me in a mindset of like, and I think because like, if you're not around it, you don't know. And sometimes I just feel like I could be like coming off being just extra, but God steady reminds me like, I'm not being extra. I'm just doing what I need to do to get the job done. And it's a business. And if we ain't learned nothing from anybody, we learn from Aaliyah. Aaliyah show you what you want. And baby, Aaliyah popped out yesterday. She popped out. She said, let me pop out and show you. Okay, so and what I'm saying is like, you show what you want, and everybody's not comparing nobody to nobody, you know, nothing like that. But it's still a business, and if I gotta get a big lens, I don't need lens. I don't need that. Like I'm using it as an example, or take my big tripod or whatever I need to do. If I gotta tote a bigger bag to tote all my stuff to get my content, because now I will say I'm happy I have my DJI. I'm happy I have my camera. Like, I have my stuff, I have my mic. I'm happy I took my mics. I'm happy I switched over to the DJI mic because the music was on. Makaya was talking to the mic. You know, when you're trying to talk, but you know, it has noise cancellation, which I did not turn on. Oh, I need to see how that sound. Dang, that sound, I forgot. Turn it on. It should sound good though, I hope. I'll see in a minute because I'm finna edit. But yeah, so I just was like in awe. Like, okay, God. Because when you're in that room, you see, and then just learning, oh, maybe I should get this, or maybe I should get that, or like, I already got this, I already got that, or you know what I'm saying? And it's just, that was like, back in, I think it was like 2022, when I first went to the Sephora. Shout out to Sephora. My first like brand event was with Sephora, and I had never been. Y'all had like 5,000 followers on Instagram. I was very much torn of, am I just doing this just to be doing this? Should I be doing this? And I was really growing closer to God and start asking God like questions for real, being intentional. Like Torrey had did a sermon, Pastor Torrey, he did a sermon, and he was just like, you know, you got to ask God, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? I had prayed. I was like, God, I got my truck that Sunday. I turned the radio off. I was getting on the freeway. Like, God, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Because y'all, I know y'all hear me talk about like it's been hard. It was hard, especially in the beginning. It's still hard, but not as hard. And I had prayed that day. Then like a month or so later, it wasn't a few weeks, but like a month or so later, I was still doing my thing, and I got invited to the Sephora event. And when I went to the Sephora event, the girls had the tripods. They had big tripods. Some girls had like tripods, like the tripod I put my camera on when I sit down tripod. Like it was like, and they had like, it's like one of those things like, they were working. That's like when I really seen people like get their content. They got their content. It was like, hey girl, let me get my content first, and I'm gonna come back and talk to you. Like I'm watching everything that's going on. I was just like, oh, okay, God. Like that was like the first real confirmation. Like, and so Friday just took me back to that. Like I'm not being extra. Do what I feel I should do to do what I need to do to get the content that I want to get. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we could like, it's like, oh, but you be doing a lot. And I do. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes, and I could be a smidget extra, but I've always been like that. Even doing hair, I'm gonna use the best of the best of the best. I got a $400 Dyson dryer. Some people ain't finna pay $100 for a dryer. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mind that. And it's not like I'm boasting or whatever. Before Dyson came out with the dryer, like I just been that person. I like, if I'm gonna do something, I just wanna do it right. And that's what it reminded me of. And I thought about that all day yesterday when I was at work. Like, dang, everybody had like and some people had the DJI. Some people had the camera. Some people had the camera, DJI, and their cell phone. It was a lot going on in a good way. I was just like, I was in content creator, like, I won't say heaven, but it was just like a vibe. And one thing I like about, and I've said this before about YouTube events are just a little bit more, not laid back. It's for personalities. It's not like, oh, I'm Bridgett. I have 100,000 followers, 1 million followers, and who are you? Oh, okay. It's not like that. It's more of like everybody respects the grind that everybody's doing, and everybody knows like to get to grow on YouTube, it's a journey. And so it's just, if you're doing it, you're being respected. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. I just like, and that's just been on my mind about everything. Like, just like do what I gotta do. And don't quit, like, and people that don't do it don't understand. And some people don't want to spend the money. I ain't gonna spend the money, whatever, but I'm just gonna do it all. If I got my drone, I wish I would have took my drone, because where it was at, I could have got drone footage of walking through, like, you know, y'all know, like, stuff like that. Like, next time, put your drone, like my bag, that's the whole point of me toting that big ass bag. Put all my stuff in there. I ain't lose nothing, I ain't drop nothing. And when I needed to, I stepped to the side or whatever, went in my bag to get what was needed. It took my time, like, especially once we got on the inside, it was just a vibe. But it was just one of those things that just reminded me. And I'm a person that, if you ain't got to get ready, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. When that brand calls me and be like, oh, Bridgett, we want to fly you out for that brand trip, because it's going to happen. In Jesus' name, it's gonna happen. And when it happens, I will be ready. I will be able to take this camera and take my DJI and all my lenses, my lights, my flashes, my DigiCam, all that stuff, and get my content, get what I need for the brand, and get what I need for y'all, right? Okay, because baby, this setup is setting up. And so that takes me to like, and I still want another camera, and I'm gonna give me another camera, because I wanna have 2 cameras, especially when I'm in here cooking, when I'm in here talking. I can have one sit here, so I can be turning and whatever to, you know, to help with the engagement and keep people mindsets, like, you know, anyway, so that's it. So I was happy about that, like overly just thinking about like, dang God, thank you so much. And he's always reminding me or putting me in a situation to remind me, like, it's okay to go hard. say be the base, say be the base. Hey girl, hey. Look, y'all, let me tell you, the other day I was recording and talking to y'all, baby. The mic, I hadn't even cut this mic on. That's what I gotta get used to. But hey girl, hey. Y'all, we went to happy hour with Eloy. Y'all say hey to Eloy. For those of you who don't know, Eloy is a bomb-ass makeup artist here in Dallas, Texas. Photographer. I have to drop, hopefully I can find somewhere. I'm gonna drop a couple of things I've done with him. I worked on set with him. We did some brand stuff together, and that's my dude. That's the homie. That's family. But we went to, just to chop it up and talk about life or whatever, we went to Joy's. Y'all, we got to start going to Joy's. Joy's is a vibe. I say that every time, like, but I don't be thinking about Joy's. I damn sure don't be trying to go there when I'm getting off of work, because I be looking at hot mess sometimes. So I gotta do better with going to work, because we need to go there. It's a vibe. And their happy hour is cool as well. So we went to Joey's, and then we just chopped it up, and now I've been at home. I'm having issues with the way I think it's something with my DJI, though. It's like my stuff is uploading and it's mixed up. It's not in order. And when I'm editing, it's messed up, baby. Me and Clyde was getting into it last night. I said, if you don't know the answer, just say you don't know. Quit. Like, anyways, that was that. And then I got on the phone when I got home, but it was a smidget too late. And I had some lady, Timmy Tan, she wasn't even Aladdin. At this point, they could have gave me Aladdin. Like, I said, ma'am, are you an expert at Final Cut Pro? And she's like, well, I'm gonna send you a user guide. I don't need no user guide. I know how to use Final Cut Pro. It's something going on that is out of my control. Like, I'm gonna walk you through the user guide. Are you walking yourself through the user guide? Y'all, she irritated me. So then it's been 35 minutes, we on the phone. Guess what? She said, well, you need to talk to somebody from the US. Call tomorrow. Mind you, I asked her when she first got on the phone. I've never had like a non-American speaking person respectfully answer the phone for Apple. So that threw me off. Like, and I wasn't being like, that's just not Apple. Like, it's always it's a black girl, it's a white guy. I done had a Hispanic guy. Everybody's smart as hell. I call them a bunch of nerds. They all nerds. Get on the phone and they're gonna say, oh, do this, and let me show you screen. And then they'll say, oh no, this is that, or if they, you know what I'm saying? But that lady, it pisses me off too. Okay, y'all, you know what? God is too good. Okay, y'all, you know what? I'm gonna let that. Whew, God is good. God is good. Today was a good day. And the things I can control, I can. The things I can't. I'm gonna give it to God. So guess what, y'all? I'm just gonna get up in the morning when I come sit down, I'm gonna call them. That's it. Like, that's simple, cause yeah. But today was a cool day. That's what we did today. And I went to Kroger's, y'all. I had like some stuff with me. I didn't feel like pulling out my camera. I got some crab legs. We're gonna make us a boil this week. We're probably gonna make it tomorrow, because I try not to have to cook and film on the same day. I try not to, but that's what we got going on. And we're finna sit here and edit a little bit. I haven't posted content for today, and I've been trying to post this down. I low-key want to cut the air down on 70, go get in my bed. And I really think I might do that. I might just say, fuck this shit and go. I really just might say, fuck this shit and go to bed. I see y'all of it tomorrow. I already got my caption down, but I'm switching back to ChatGPT. And I'm trying to get out my prompts before, it'd be like, oh, it's expired. So when I go back over here to ChatGPT, it'll give me everything. Like, I could just drop it in there and say, hey, this is where we are now. This is what we do. If you want to update or whatever the case is, let's fix it. So that's the other thing we're doing. And then, y'all, let me tell y'all what I did. I bought a flash. Y'all, it's my auntie. Y'all, my auntie bought a new iPhone. She had an iPhone. Then she went back to Android. Then she back at iPhone. But I told her, you done stressed me out. And I wasn't even in the store with you. Older people, I wish I could have went with her, but I could, anyways. But she called me. I'm gonna call her back in a minute. I'm gonna have to go fix me a mimosa. Just probably think that's on top of the lady, and then, yeah. Anyway, so I bought a flash. It takes cute pictures. Hopefully by the time I edit this, I have more than a picture. I took a couple pictures before I got ready to go. And the reason why I got a flash for this is because I need a camera. Like my Canon is beautiful, right? It's beautiful. It does the Canon F. It's cool, but it's old. I need, like, if I need to zoom in on my pictures and stuff, like, cause I got to step forward, I need them pictures not to take away, distort. So I was like, okay, cool. So I got this. And I think when this first came out, it was like $56. I was like, I'm not buying it. But y'all know what? I should have bought it because it has a light. This light comes on. You could use this by itself, and then this is a flash. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see. Uh-oh. I want to try and do that. Hold on. Okay. You see that? Y'all, this mug flashes. I was like, and it makes the camera look so cute. I was like, oh, this is what we doing. So we'll be using, cause y'all know I'm taking the A7C. I told y'all I'm not playing no games with taking my content creation seriously. Oh, you know what? Hold on, wait a minute. So let me see something. Oh, so this bad boy bright. So let me cut this out, cause the pictures I took came out really cute. I think they came out cute. So we'll definitely, like I said, I want to step my game up and do everything that needs to be done to make my content look even better. So my thumbnail pictures need to look good. My iPhone, like, just taking pictures with my iPhone just ain't it. Like, the iPhone can come out with the newest and it can do everything. I'm not buying no more iPhones. I'd rather just use my cameras and stuff to get stuff done. So today before I left, I put this camera on the tripod, used my remote. Y'all be misplacing stuff. I have a system for everything. Like, okay, this is over here, this should be over here. But baby, sometimes that don't work. Or like right now, this bag is open. Okay, here go. Child, yeah, I was turning this house up when I was trying to find this remote earlier, and it was in that makeup bag. Oh God, I have a system that I'm a systems, like, this should be sitting here, this should be here, that, and if I don't, sometimes I don't follow it, and when I don't, but anyways, y'all, I'm exhausted. Hey beauty babes, hey girl, hey. Man, what we doing? Y'all been in front of this computer all day. I just actually ate lunch and I just got off of Zoom. YouTube, baby, one thing, let me tell y'all, LTK and YouTube, they gonna make sure you know how to use their platforms, especially for affiliate marketing. I love it. Even though LTK got issues right now, respectfully, or they say they don't, however it go, but YouTube and LTK always have something to say, like, hey, this is what you could do to be better. And I actually learned something. What I need to learn, what I learned is what I need to learn. What I learned is, for like shopping stuff, I need to do green screens. Like if I, you know what I'm saying? So they showed this video, this man, he did a dope green screen of some soccer stuff, which I was like, oh, I need to do this. And you know, he had to go to the store. He ain't trying to know, he's just sat there and talked, and I don't know how to do a green screen. I'm gonna learn though. So y'all remember I said this, but yeah, I didn't pick up my camera yesterday. I was so frustrated. Y'all haven't got y'all vlog yet. The goal is to get it, hopefully I get it done here shortly. Make a long story short, I was having issues with my Final Cut Pro. Then the man, I'm really fixing to call Apple back. That's why I got on camera with y'all, because I'm about to call Apple back. And he had me to delete it, and then I was having an issue reinstalling my Final Cut Pro on my MacBook. It's still on my iMac. It's still on my laptop, but I want this, like, I work better when I'm sitting at my desk. I'm really frustrated about it because I feel like the man, you know, like, them people sometimes when you call Apple, they act like you the slowest motherfucker. Excuse my French. They act like you slow. And it's not cool. And I was like, sir, like, I've been using this, and make a long story short, we ended up, what he tried to get me to do at the beginning, we did it at the end. And I feel like he just was like, oh, we gotta do this, we gotta do this, we gotta do this. And he was a senior, supposed to be a senior analyst or whatever, senior advisor. And I asked him, you sure? And I probably got on his nerves. And I wasn't trying to be rude or nothing. You know, you just call these people, you on customer service, like you on the phone for an hour. I don't got an hour to sit on the phone with you and not get shit done. So now my Final Cut is uninstalled. And then, you know, when you call Apple, they say, make sure you be nice to the representative. I just really want to cuss. And I'm not a cuss you out. The only people I really just, when it's time for me to cuss somebody out, like if I get to cussing hard, it's my kids. And that means like you getting on my nerves, and I need you to understand every word coming out of my mouth. So just to cuss somebody out, especially like customer service people, that is like, nah, I don't do that. Man, he was I was looking, I said, you know what, sir, thank you. And I hung up the phone. Man, I cussed so hard and I hung up that phone because I really wanted to be like, UHAN. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. You, boy, when I said I was so pissed, and then it was like, because I can't get my work done. Now I got to go back over to, it's nothing wrong with editing on my laptop, because I edit on my laptop, but that be like, I'm on the go. If I'm just kind of chilling downstairs, I was trying to get my blog done. I've been on the phone almost 2 hours. And then the first thing he said when we get on the thing is like, oh, your cameras are not compatible. My cameras are not compatible. I've been having a Sony a7C since it came out, when it first came out, because it's the first full frame vlogging camera. I bought it. Should just buy a lens, but now I know better. That's been over 4 years, y'all. I've been using Final Cut Pro for the longest. I've been using Final Cut Pro forever. Like, that's what I know. I went from iMovie to Final Cut Pro. Then he was like, the DJI Pocket is not compatible. I said, sir, I've been editing. This issue just started like within the last month or so, maybe. And you know, Apple good to do an update, mess up stuff. Here lately, Apple just garbage. I'm just gonna say it, but Android is worse, so I'm not fooling with them. So, yeah, I was being petty. So while we was on the phone, because he was looking at my screen, I exited out and started messing with Adobe Premiere. Because guess what? Because y'all know I got the Adobe thing, and I hadn't even opened it to even try to work on Premiere, because I have to learn that whole system. You know what I'm saying? I don't got time for that right now, but I got to make time. I was just, it pissed me off so. Like, bro, come on now. So I'm going to learn Adobe. I got to start working on it. I said I was going to start with Reels. I called Shara like, hey girl, hey, like, I need your help. My head been itching. I don't know if it's my nerves or what. My head has been itching. But I was really upset about that. And I took a super deep breath from woosah, you know, on Bad Boys, woosah. I took a woosah. I said, the things I can control, I can. The things I can't, I'm gonna get them to God. Now, I prayed, I gave it to God, because me fussing was not, and I didn't try to call Apple back. I was like, it wasn't the time. So today I'm gonna be like, hey, can we get this rectified? Can we get this resolved? You know, and I still need to finish editing. And today, what's today? It's like edit days. I'm supposed to be editing. I thought I would be filming today. I'm not. I'm not. don't want to do nothing. That's why I like to cook like Monday, Tuesday. Because when I be knee deep in work and I have to cook and then eat, child, I don't be wanting to do shit. After that, I got stuff to do. I got stuff to do. I want to go lay in my bed and not do nothing. And I got to be at work early in the morning. I have a day tomorrow in Jesus' name. But I don't want to do nothing. And I finally got the vlog up. Finally got Final Cut back working. Figured out the issue was. And I think that's what made me mad about Apple. The issue was my clock was wrong on my Sony camera. How? I don't know. How did it get there? I don't know. What happened? I don't know. But I figured it out, right? Because I was trying to edit the video. And what was messed up the most, the reason why it was hard for me to do it was because from the YouTube event, I had like 56 clips, right? Normally I have like 10, 20, maybe 30, not 56. And so everything was just kind of out of order. So when I was looking, there's another way to look at the time, and the time started double lapping. Well, the DJI was like 1:44. I was in the car. I literally was in the car, but I keep saying Canon. Canon, y'all finna give me something. Got this L camera, but baby, gotta be something else on the way. The air will come on. So, sorry. So my Sony set the same time, but I had been at the event set that time. So my Sony was behind. Probably an hour or so, give or take. I don't know, y'all, but I fixed it. I hope, and I need to check it and make sure that it didn't change or anything. But the vlog is out, and I had a bunch of links in this last vlog that I need y'all to click on, and I need y'all to look, I need y'all to browse, I need y'all to shop, okay? But no, so I finished all that finally, and then I was like, it was time to eat because I was hungry. I feel like I was hungry yesterday when I went to bed. Y'all, I don't even think about food like that. Like, it's crazy because especially since I've been on Ozempic, GLP-1. I'm not on Ozempic. What am I on? We changed it to the T1. I was on semaglutide, but now it's the other one, trizepatide. But even before, I don't think about food like that. Like, it's like when I think about food, I'm finna go eat. Y'all, I was in the bed last night like, oh my God, I can't wait to eat these crab legs. And y'all know I'm fast. That was the devil. I know that was the devil. I don't be sitting around thinking, like when I think about food, like, oh, this is gonna be good, I'm on my way to eat it. Not 1 o'clock in the morning trying to go to bed, talking about, oh, I know crab legs gonna be good. And had a whole thought like, maybe you should go down there and cook them. I was like, take your big back, biggity back ass to bed. That's what I did. Cut everything off, went to sleep. I was like, and so I woke up, and since I'm fasting, and that was the whole thing. Since I'm fasting, shit, I woke up hungry. I don't even wake up hungry, y'all. I can go to like 1 o'clock and not eat nothing. I can drink some water, have a Red Bull, matcha, smoothie or something, and I'm good till at least 1 o'clock. Y'all woke up, I was hungry. I said, the devil's a lie. But I drank some water, had my tea, and was like, we finna thug it out. And I was like, I'm not doing this, I got work to do. And I set my ass down at work. I was like, nobody got time for that, but I thought that was bananas, because I don't think about food like that. Even like, it'd be like, oh, I want some fried rice. I ain't sitting up thinking about it the night before. You know what? You know, some people think about food like this. I ain't gonna say nothing. I don't think about food like that. Okay? Now, when I'm editing, because I was editing, and when I had a Grand Lux last week, I was like, oh, I definitely can have that again because it was delicious. And I need to chef who's back there cooking. I have to show him a picture, tell him to fix it like this. Whoever fixed this last time, fix it this time, because that ish was good. Was it good for me? Nah, but was it delicious? It damn sure was, okay?